Alright, this is question 13. 13, 14, I think 15 and 16 just ask for the x-intercepts, the y-intercepts, and the domain and range in interval notation. So, x-intercepts. Okay, x-intercept, that's right here where it crosses the x-axis. You can either A, plug in 0 for x, or you can stick this in your calculator, and look for a 0. And when you find your 0, you got to pick a left bound and a right bound. So pick like 4 and 7 or 3 and 8, something along those lines. And it'll spit out the number 5.33, comma 0. 5.33, comma 0. Alright, your y-intercept. Well, you can see it. It's right there. So that's at 0, comma 4. Okay? That's your x and y-intercept. Your domain... remember, your domain is all real numbers. So in interval notation, we say that by going negative infinity to positive infinity. Right. The range, this one, notice how it goes down forever and up forever. That means this one is also all real numbers. So it also goes from negative infinity to positive infinity. Okay? Number 14, same idea. Your x-intercepts. Best bet, go stick this in your calculator and pick a left and a right bound. Remember, use the 0 function. If I go left and right, it spits out negative 2.29, comma 0. And again, if I use my 0 function, I gotta do it again on the right. Spit out left and right. So like 7 and 10, or you really can pick any of these x values. And you can pick any of these y values. It's fine. Okay? And you get 8.29. Nope. Oh, what am I doing? You get 8.29, comma 0. Okay? And then your y-intercept. Your y-intercept doesn't really come out as pretty. It's up here somewhere. Alright? So you have one of two choices. You can either A, plug in a 0 for x and solve, or you can go to your functions, go to the second trace or second calculate, and type the value. And whenever we know an x, we're going to plug in 0 for x. And when you do that, it spits out y. And it says it's at 0, 5.43? Yeah. So my y-intercept is at 0, comma 5.43. Your domain, still all real numbers. That hasn't changed. Your range, however, has. It goes down forever, but it stops right there at 8. So I want everything below 8. Now remember, in interval notation, we put the lowest point first and then the highest point second. So in this case, the lowest point is negative infinity, and the highest point is 8. It's parentheses, and the 8 is included, so it gets a bracket. Okay? Let's keep moving. Alright, number 15 and 16. 15 is an absolute value function. You have x-intercepts, and you can see they cross right. Oh, come off it. Here at negative 10, and there at positive 4. So we're at negative 10, 0, and positive 4, 0. Right, those are the solutions to the equations. That's where it crosses the x-axis. Your y-intercept, you can also see that one. That one's right there at negative 4. So if you can see it, just grab it. Okay? So your y-intercept is at 0, negative 4. Okay? Your domain is still all real numbers, because there is nothing that I can't put in there. Alright? I can put anything and subtract 3 from it and take the absolute value. I can take the absolute value of anything. So that's fine. Alright? Now your range, however, does it go up forever and down forever? Well, it goes up forever, but it stops right there. So again, in interval notation, we go from bottom to top. So the lowest point is at -7, and it gets a bracket because it's part of the graph. And it goes up forever, so that's a positive infinity. Okay. That's your range interpolation. This one, your y-intercepts, your x-intercepts, I'm sorry. These are also visible. -3, 2, 7. So you have 3 of them. -3, 0, 2, 0, and 7, 0. Okay. It also asks for your y-intercept. Your y-intercept, this one's a little deceiving because it looks like there, but it's actually slightly above. Okay. Again, if you want to be sure, you can either A, plug in 0 for all 3 of your x's. 0 there, 0 there, 0 there. Or again, you can go to your calculator. Second, calculate value. And it asks for the x you want, plug in 0. Because if you know the x, you can go to the value and it'll give you the y. Yay! Makes life easy. Come on over. And it actually is at the point 0 to 0.1. That's where it really is. Okay? Your domain, guess what? It's still all real numbers. Because there's nothing I can't put in those x's. There's nothing that breaks the function. Okay? I also told you that every last one of these is all real numbers. That's not going anywhere. Now your range, however, they're not always all real numbers. Let me erase all this. So you got to look at the function. Well, it goes down forever over there. It goes up forever over there, and we got everything in between. There's no place where it stops. So it is also all real numbers. And that is by far the worst infinity sign I have ever drawn. I don't know that. I've seen some pretty bad ones. Anyways, there you go. Done.